to our channel. Hear me out. I'm Dee.
I'm E.
And today we're going to be talking to you guys about a rather controversial person that elicits very strong reactions from people. He has some very loyal fans, and that is none other than Kanye West.
I know
So,
we dealt with the wrath. It's
oh,
it's crazy. Our
it's
little young,
real.
we felt it from the comments.
It's real. I guess, people have some strong convictions when it comes to him and yeah, totally tons of people that
Well,
are Team Kanye.
I mean,
But okay, so we're definitely gonna get a lot of flack on this one too, most likely, because this is not a happy post or happy video. Mr. Kanye is involved in some legal troubles, as he has been in the past, but this is related to something else. What's going on?
so Mr. West or Ye is facing another lawsuit about unsafe conditions at Donda Academy. So
Oh,
guys, I read a couple articles trying to gather all this information for us, and it's not looking too good.
ooh,
So the former assistant principal sues Kanye West's private Christian school, now called Donda Academy, and claims the following. And this is all alleged claims. Don't sue us. You know, we're
right.
just gonna make it here, okay?
Yeah.
Um, so a complaint was filed on Thursday with LA County Superior Court. The former employee is called Isaiah Meadows, and he says that he's addressed a whole bunch of concerns.
Ooh.
Um, and because of it, he was fired.
Oh,
So yeah, it's bad. So he is saying that there was no glass at the school, and there
there
was
was no what?
no glass, no glass like
Oh,
windows. I mean, no
oh,
glass in
okay.
its and dangerous wiring.
Wow.
So it was reported that Mr. West disliked glass. According to the lawsuit, an open skylight allowed rain to fall inside the building.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
the former principal also said that there was exposed telephone and electrical wires. Water would soak into the floor, which would lead to a moldy smell for the next few
Oh,
days. So, not
no.
having glass is causing all these issues. Uh,
Jeez, yeah.
there was no electricity at the school for the first few months it was in operation. On one occasion, there was an electrical fire that started near the student eating area.
Oh my gosh.
Um, People were also saying that Mr. West was always changing things at the school, thus causing the issues. Nike and
Wow.
Adidas clothing wasn't allowed to be worn at Donda Academy. But wait, there's more.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
there's also allegations that the teachers and students had to wear all black head to toe when they went to school, and the black clothing had to be issued by Ye himself or designed by him. But, there's more. Go
Hmm.
ahead.
Okay, so this latest action, which also alleges unpaid wages and wrongful termination, comes 3 months after two former teachers at the school filed a lawsuit against Mr. West with similar allegations. So in 2020, the lawsuit states Meadows was offered a $165,000 salary to work at Yeezy Christian Academy. The lawsuit alleges West did not follow through on a promise to pay rent for Meadows, who uprooted his family from North Hollywood to move to Calabasas for the job. According to the complaint, West informed Meadows that his rent would be paid by the school. While that happened for 3 months, the payments ended in February 2021. After the lawsuit alleges Meadows was suspended after calling for meetings and raising concerns regarding operations of the school. Sheesh. Meadows returned to work after approximately 2 weeks, but his salary was cut and his rent was no longer paid for, according to the complaint. He allegedly paid around $60,000 in rent and living expenses out of pocket. In April 2021, Meadows sent an email raising concerns about inconsistent or no pay on behalf of himself and other staff members, according to a complaint. Meadows was demoted, um, and the school was renamed, but continued to be employed as a teacher's assistant and physical education teacher. That doesn't seem all that smart, but I digress. In August 2022, just before the new school year was set to begin, Meadows was told he was being terminated with no explanation as to why. His attorneys wrote. A separate complaint filed by two former Donda Academy instructors in April alleged students were fed only sushi for lunch. Whew. They were made to eat on the floor, and the staff were not allowed to use cleaning products with chemicals. Like Meadows, the instructors said they were eventually terminated after raising concerns about conditions at the campus as well as issues with payments to staff. They say they were the only black women working at the school, and they were fired in March after complaining about unsafe conditions. As of February, Donda Academy was listed as active by California Department of Education at a new location in Chatsworth. Well,
Well. Mr. West is in
whew,
the building. Or not.
I have tons of opinions, but what do you think?
I don't know if I'm scared to hear your opinions. Um, I guess regarding Kanye and every other celebrity that thinks that they're fit enough to open a school, please don't. Like, I understand why can't you just donate the money for, these professionals or the school board or the
Right,
state, the city to do it? I'm like, you're too busy being a celebrity. You don't know what it entails. And
right,
clearly we see these poor conditions at
yeah.
Donda Academy. I can't even imagine what they're learning. Like, do they even, like,
Oh.
celebrities are not equipped to know curriculums and,
Definitely not.
I don't know, the feng shui of schools and
Nutrition,
placement things.
schedules, none of that.
None of that. And, this was a lackluster um job. I don't even know what else to say.
Yeah.
That's regarding all celebrities, but I'm gonna let you go in on Kanye a little bit.
Well, first I'm going on Meadows because, sir, why did you say if I'm not getting paid, I'm not working? Point blank, period, ain't no way.
But he did uproot his family.
Yeah, so find another job. You uprooted them once, you could do it again. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not staying at a job that demotes me, doesn't pay me, has me working in squalor, basically, and then fires me. No, sir. Why am I doing that?
I
Why would I
mean,
do that?
I'm no attorney, but can we say breach of contract? Can we talk about retaliation? Like,
Hello. There are labor laws against this kind of thing.
mhm.
So I think Meadows is stupid. Sorry, not sorry. Um, I get it. It's not that easy to uproot again. I do. I get that. But, sir, we're talking about you being out there for a couple years, a few years,
Well, there was also other employees that dealt with these kinds of issues. So maybe the
and they
employees,
all should have left.
how easy is it to find a job?
Okay, it is not easy, right? We just went through a pandemic. I'm aware. I am. However,
Hmm.
in the aftermath of what the pandemic was there not tons of places hiring? Tons of places. Because of the fact that nobody wanted to work inside of an office no more. Nobody wanted to work inside of a building where everybody wanted to do remote. He could have found something, like that maybe required him to go inside. Like, he was already doing that if he was working at this facility. So to me, it's just like, hello, okay, Kanye may be wrong. Kanye may have breached the contract, but you stayed there. That is like, I'm sorry, Stockholm syndrome. What are we doing here? Why are we staying here?
Well, we
Like,
also don't know what, his employment thing entailed. Maybe him breaking the contract would have caused, I don't know, a ripple effect of some other things that could have hurt him
okay,
more.
that's
So,
different. That is different. I can understand. I can understand legalese. This I can't understand because I would have
legally,
left. I would have left. But so okay, now Kanye, sir, West, Mr. West, yay, whatever you want to call yourself, Yeezus, Yeezy. No, someone needs to tell you no. Like, not every idea is genius. Not every idea is brilliant.
This is
If
true.
you want to help people, if you want to help kids, this is not the way to do it. Teachers are underpaid as heck in this country. Teachers have to pay out of pocket for school supplies, for their classrooms, for their students. Children are living in poverty, having to go to deal with public education where you also have other staff that don't care to teach. They're having to literally deal with politicians restricting what they're allowed to be taught, whitewashing our education system. This is not the way to go, sir. You want to help? Like you said, donate, give back, do something that will really impact in a real way. This was not it. And mind you, I can agree with you that, like, y'all need to stay out of this sort of thing. However, a counter to that is LeBron James and his I Promise School. His I Promise School has been highly successful. Now, LeBron is not running it. LeBron is not like saying specifically, this is what needs to be taught, this is how this needs to go, this is what they're going to be fed, this is what they need to wear. No, like, he has people working on this, and it has been highly successful. They have had a high graduation rating. It's been beneficial to the community that it is a part of. That is different. That is something that helps these children. Living in or going to school where water's coming in through the ceiling because you don't like glass, or being made to eat sushi because what, you can't afford a fruit, you can't afford some vegetables, or being made to wear only black clothing that was designer created, produced, or whatever by Kanye. Like, that's weird. That sounds like a cult to me. That does not sound like a school. That does not sound like a conducive environment for proper education of children. And I feel bad for those employees that, are going through these lawsuits and stuff like that. But more so than anything else, I feel bad for those children, because what even is this? And the fact that the California Department of Education still has this open is shameful. So all of y'all can go to hell too, because this is all completely insane to me. And that's
This
the end
is
of my rant.
this is the D I know and love. She's in on Kanye. I feel like I have nothing else to say because she summarized it oh so well.
I can't stand
I,
you.
I just don't know. Man, Donda literally did a number on him when she passed away. Because I feel like that was when we saw a real shift in this Kanye
Yeah.
that is just, I mean, he thinks he's holier than thou. I
It's
can't his,
blasphemous.
I don't even know. Even just himself calling himself Jesus. I'm like, really? Like you can't do these things and
It's
just
much.
not to have glass so it could be aesthetically pleasing. Well, guess what? It smells. That's not
It's
aesthetically
moldy.
pleasing to the nose, you know? And we don't even know what other things are happening at this
Right.
school. Why is this still open, like you said? I don't know. I'm just flabbergasted at this point.
Please make sure to tag the California Department of Education in this video, because
Legalese.
because y'all need some serious help. Y'all need to get it together. Like, Mr. West has his own issues. Mr. West is dealing with his own, legal issues, but like, there's no reason why the California Department of Education should allow this to continue. That is beyond shameful and embarrassing. And you literally don't care about kids. Like, neither does Kanye, apparently. Like, none of y'all care about kids. And even the employees that have stuck around, y'all don't care about kids, because you should have complained a lot sooner. You should have done something a lot sooner. If you were seeing that there was some kind of like backlash to you complaining, there's laws against that, guys. There are labor laws against all of this. So there's a lot of things that could have been done a lot sooner. So the fact of the matter is, there is a failure from the very bottom to the very top, and the only victims to me in this are the children. Like, you can't, y'all can hate me all you want for not agreeing with everything Kanye does, but I'm also not going to sit here and say that what he did to these kids is okay, because it's not. Like, it's
Yes.
not.
And I know you said that the I Promise School is performing well, But I just have a feel, and it's helping the community, which, I really
Yeah.
do appreciate that because there's underprivileged kids that don't have access
Right.
to, these resources and things like that. But I just don't like anything that's celebrity backed
Yeah.
because how much concessions could these people, do or take just because, let's say, LeBron James is the
Yeah.
O these things, how many
Yeah.
things are they just turning a blind eye? Or let's not complain about this because LeBron is going to get upset. Even though he's
True.
not directly managing it, but with celebrity, there comes an influence
Yeah.
that I don't think should be in the education system or in some other aspects of our lives as well. But in
No,
the
you're
education
right.
system, well, I mean, but at this point, politicians want to ruin everything and have their say, and parents want to have their say and cry about certain books that is not even that serious. But
Oh
I'm
my
it's
gosh.
another subject for another day. Everybody just thinks they know things,
Yeah.
and and here is where I think people should stick to their own lane. Let
Yeah.
the people who know how to do things run things.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, like there's a reason why we have certain things in place, right? There's a reason why curriculums are created, why kids are taught certain things. When you begin to, I guess, in some ways, pick and choose whatever's more favorable to your cause, it's when you begin to cause harm to these children, because that is not conducive to anything that will really lead to proper education. You look at where the American students are in world rankings when it comes to science, when it comes to math, all these things. We are not at the top. You have other countries that are definitely surpassing us on many levels when it comes to the education system. And instead of us trying to find a way to do better, to be better, and to help these kids be able to like function in the world, I feel everything that's happening is kind of regressing. And so there is no reason for a celeb to be doing a school. There is no reason for a celeb to be getting involved in trying to educate children in this format. If you want to donate to schools, if you want to donate to communities, if you want to create scholarships, if you want to create summer camps, whatever, those are all great,
Yeah,
options.
I can
But
agree with that, but not like a school. I
yeah,
just think that that's right. And for a country, we're Americans,
yeah,
uh, Latino heritage. But for a country that has overturned certain things, this is not a political channel, overturned certain things and focuses on, you know, embryos and kids and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we're not doing things to help out these kids. You guys say
yeah,
that you love the kids, save the children. Well, what are we doing with these kids right now? How are we
yeah,
preparing them? We're just creating this systemic poverty and cycles.
yeah,
What we're doing, and we're trying to control. And even like some politicians have spoken about trying to control students through education, which
yeah.
is, you know, another reason why, you should vote and stuff, but we're not going to talk about that. Celebrities should not be
Yeah,
involved in these kinds of affairs. Scholarships are
yeah.
good, you know, uh whatever you just said, scholarship.
Funding, just funding, some of the schools, providing material. Like one of the things that,
Schools will have the music and the arts and things
yeah,
like that,
those programs, right? Yeah,
funding those things, not STEM programs, like fundamental things that
yeah.
we need to catch up with China with, like.
Right. Like even after school programs, things that will help like, families, because sometimes they need to have kids in after school programs. Tutoring kids need to have like those sort of, availabilities, those sort of like tools to be able to survive and just succeed, in life. And I mean, to me, it's just the fact that we as a culture emphasize so much celebrity culture. We emphasize so much popularity and what one person is doing versus what is going on to a community. I think it's also shameful. I think that to really elevate a person such as Mr. West to a point where people literally see him as some kind of a deity. Not only is it blasphemous, but it's also very detrimental to what is happening around him. Because in this case, he opened a school and he's been allowed 4 years. This isn't just something that happened this year, but 4 years to do these things and go unchecked. And that is something that no matter what you may feel about their music, about the artistry, their genius, whatever, that's not correct. That's not something that's right, you know? And if, of course, we know all these things are allegedly. If for some reason he's not the person behind all this, then say something, then do something, then make some sort of a change. Um, and I think ultimately, like, the focus should just be on bettering things, not taking away or not making them worse. And that's where we are right now.
Yeah, I think you know, we should hold celebrities accountable. I think that's the
Yeah.
problem. Celebrities have a lot of yes people and celebrities go
Yeah.
unchecked. And I think that's the problem with all celebrities.
Yeah.
Ones that we like, ones that we don't like. I like Kanye, I hate Kanye. It's all,
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about other artists, but that's the problem. Like you said, every idea is not a genius idea. You should not be opening a school. How about you stick
Yeah.
to making music? I know that sounds kind of rough. Stick to
Right.
making music. That's all I'm gonna say because everything else is gonna be way more
Yeah.
harsh.
And I mean, honestly, sometimes I think that, like, that people should be harsh. I think that, like, when you have, these influencers, and when you have, like, journalists or whatever, like, they should be more critical. They should be honest and genuine about the effects of this behavior, the effects of these things, and to sugarcoat things or to kind of, like, try to pacify the celebrity or whatnot, or to not anger a fan base. That's not helpful. And that is why we continue to have these sort of situations, is why we continue to see the same things happening over and over again. And if we're not taking care of our children, what are we doing? Like, ultimately, really, what are we doing? So, yeah, those are like my final things. Like, we should be more critical of these celebrities. If you're messing up, I'm gonna tell you you're messing up. I'm not a yes man.
You go, girl. You stay. Yeah, I know this might sound a little inappropriate, but this is me, guys. Handmaid's Tales treated kids better and
Oh,
then expecting mothers better, and this whole center about kids and things.
yeah.
Fancy other bad stuff, we're not talking about that. Let's say thoughts. Then we do. I don't
Yeah.
understand. We
Yeah.
love kids, so what are we doing, America? Kanye.
I don't know. Like, I honestly, sometimes I'm at a loss because it all continues this way. And, it's like, oh, this person did something wrong. Let's cancel them. And then 2 seconds later, oh, they're dropping a new shoe. I want that shoe. It's like, it just all goes in this, like, endless cycle of just the same thing over and over again. And it's unfortunate, because he has kids of his own. He wouldn't allow his kids to be going through any of that. So here we are.
It's just crazy how celebrities are in such a pedestal. I'm here
Yeah.
trying to think, going back to like the 70s and 60s. I guess this was also happening. Celebrities in a pedestal, like
Yeah,
fainting at concerts and dying
right.
for autographs. So
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix this problem.
I
I,
don't really think that there is a fix, at least not an easy fix, because celebrities are definitely going to continue to exist in the way that they do. But I think, at least for me, one of the things that I like to do is to look at them as regular people, as human beings as well, because ultimately, like, that's what they are. They're not some sort of, like, actual star up in the sky. Like, they are real human flesh people. Like, they should be able to do things, that are great, sure, definitely help people out, but also they need to be checked. They need to like have some sort of like, real consequences to negative actions, or negative things that they do in general. And I don't think that we have that. But I mean, if you're wrong, you're wrong, and this is definitely one of those things where I think he was very wrong for doing all this.
I mean, well, hopefully, I don't know, just because the school is open, does that mean that it's in operation? Like kids are still attending the school, or is it
I
just
don't know.
X wise?
I think that might be something, we need to look into, but I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
really hope not. Really hope not. I mean, it is, I guess right now, like it's summer, so, maybe there isn't any kids right now. There aren't any kids right now there, but what's gonna happen when it comes time for back to school? Like, are they, expecting to have kids again in there?
And
No.
furthermore, why aren't the West kids going to Donda Academy?
That's what I'm saying. Like you have kids of your own. You're not putting them through this. Although rumor, right? Rumor allegedly, he did want to have them attend Donda Academy, and Kim said no. Kim wanted them to continue with the schools that they've been going to, the schools that they know. Um, did Kim know what could be going on? Who knows? But would Kanye have, forced his kids to do the same stuff? I don't know. I don't think
Probably.
so. But
Think so, for sure.
oh, that's terrible. That's even worse.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know what you think in the comments. I know we went in on Ye. We're expecting God to go in on us, but these are our
Yeah.
thoughts, and we said what we said.
Yeah.
You like us or you hate us. These are our thoughts. What do you think about Donda Academy? What do you think about celebrities opening schools? What do you think California should do? Should we petition? Let's rally together against.
Wow. Okay. Calm down, D. Whoa.
Let's let's do our part. We got to hold them accountable. The same
Yeah.
way we put them where they're at, the same way we could bring them back down.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos.
Yeah.
We're looking at the analytics. We see you looking. See you. Please subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and that would make us really happy. That's our first milestone.
Yes.
So thanks to everybody that's been listening and following us, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.